All right, friends, subscribers, and no strangers. What's up? Welcome back to the man cave here. So, how desperate are you to sell stuff? What will you take off a customer? Do you trust your spidey senses? Let's discuss this, shall we? On the other side of the logo. All right, so I had a customer. Let me pull this thing up here, right here. The screen will be behind you, so hopefully I won't be looking off in space. This person has, let's see how many feedback they have. Feedback, none. They have bought one thing more than a year ago, so they have no feedback listed. So even though they've been a member a long time, they've had an eBay account since 2011. So here we go. For those you know, I do take things apart. I sell things in pieces. Easier to ship that way. So I had a vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner I broke into 4 parts: the canister, the hose, the metal extension, and then the floor nozzle. All right, pretty simple, right? Hello, the wand has been tested with a power headflow nozzle ? I'm trying to replace my wand in order to get the floor nozzle working. Thanks. Yes. Has a working unit, selling it in 4 pieces. Notice that I said yes. The answer to your question is, your question was, has it been tested, power tested? I stated yes. I didn't state no. I didn't state, well, I'm throwing it up in the wind, let it blow around like chaff and see what happens. I said yes. I said yes. Okay, moving on. You really didn't answer my question about the power nozzle floor head. What is it in 4 pieces? I'm only looking for the wand. Why do you keep mentioning power head flow nozzle if you only need the wand? Again, I answer yes. It was tested. Yes, it works. I have the complete vacuum cleaner listed on eBay in 4 different listings. Great. I figure here we're okay now. Maybe she's a little slow. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a she. It could be some dude. I'm not assuming their gender. Right. Great. Can you send me a posting for the floor nozzle so I can see if it looks like mine? Also, ding, 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 ding. That's my reseller spidey sense is going off. How are returns handled? Thanks. How are returns handled? I'm not sure this is the right one. I'm using you as a test person. How are your returns handled? Because in the end, this is going to cost me time, effort, and money if I get this thing back. The floor nozzle has been sold. Do you have a picture of the floor nozzle? How are returns handled if the one does not work for my floor nozzle? So she's not even sure this is the right one. So I sent her a picture and put 30 days returns, buyer pays. I haven't heard from her again. You know why? Anybody want to guess why? I added her to my block list. Folks, the beautiful thing, one of the few advantages we have is this works on eBay. It doesn't work for Amazon. Amazon says you have to deal with all their customers, no matter how freaking crazy they are, no matter how they don't understand the platform, no matter whether they make mistakes. And there are people like this out there who have a broken part and cannot type the model number in to get the right model number. It is for a Kenmore 116 canister vacuum telescopic wand. The model number is a Kenmore 116. If you have a Kenmore 118, if you have a Kenmore 37, not a 116, don't buy my stuff. It's as simple as that. This is for a 116. Okay, maybe I can put it in chat GPT, see if things are similar. But this is for a 116. It's trust your gut, folks. If you think that something's happening, if you think that it's going to be a negative situation, the one thing I would tell you is to protect your positivity, protect your reseller mindset, protect the things that help you and keep you in a good mood, keep you focused, stable to do the things that you do. Well, y'all can be stable. Stable has left the building a long time ago. Right? Right. I know y'all were thinking it, so I just beat you to the punch and I said it. I said it, right? All right, all right. But it's so important that whenever there's things that you can do to put yourself in a better position, you take those positions. So when I have a customer that it doesn't seem like there's any pleasing, she doesn't really understand why hers is not working, what's to say her power nozzle doesn't work? And the wand is perfectly fine, because that's the one thing I'm going to tell you is the wand just carries power through. So vast majority of the time, it's the nozzle that is bad. All the moving parts, all the motors, all that stuff is down there. And so the hose is just a conduit to the power and the trash. The other way. Power this way, trash that way. Right? So 9 out of 100, okay, maybe 1,000 out of 12 times, it's the nozzle. So the probability of me getting return and maybe feedback negative and whatever, I'm just not willing to risk it. I'm not that desperate to sell this wand. I sold the hose. I sold the floor nozzle. It will sell. All right. Hope this helps you think the way I think. Or okay, maybe not. It gives you a reason to really judge and trust yourself. I'm telling you right now, you've been doing this long enough. You've got a reseller sense about you. It's not only is it, hey, I know this item will sell. I think this is a pretty good one. You know where to look. You know these things. Trust yourself in the business aspect too. Whenever you're dealing with customers, sometimes you gotta let them go. See ya, Rada48. It's been nice knowing you and answering your questions. Thank you for giving me an insight into your problems, and I will catch you never. You're on the block list. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all the fun stuff. We'll see you in the next video, provided I can get the stable closed so more of me doesn't leave with it. Have a Roll Tide life. College football, 3 weeks away. By the time you watch this, we're 2.5 weeks away.